This is for the operator. We can continue the presentation. Start.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much for the commentary. That is very interesting video. I think very weird first comment how beautiful of Indonesia. Okay, let's continue again. Let's continue again with the question. Why we need to learn spring? We want to start learn something new, better for us to start with the question why. Why to learn spring? Spring is the most popular application development framework for enterprise Java. Enterprise Java means the Java application that is usually used by organizations, business, or any other else, not for individuals. Millions of developers on the world use Spring framework to create high performance, easily tested, and usable code. The core features of the Spring framework can be used in developing any Java application, but most of them mostly target to make the enterprise app development easier. And Spring framework itself is an open source Java platform. It was initially written by Rod Johnson. I will say to you that this person, namely Rod Johnson, comes from Australia, Japanese scientist for computer science. And Spring framework was first released under the Aperture 2.0 license in June 2008. Okay, on the graph, on the left side, it's the Java Enterprise Executive stage, yeah, from 2004 until the last year. And it tells us that the usage is reduced, yeah, starting from 5,000 and from last year it's already reduced from million. And then for the blue one is for the depicting the Spring usage, framework usage. The graph tells us that the usage of Spring framework is stagnant, but in the last year it is very competitive if it compared to Java Edition usage. So we can say both of them are very competitive and trying to prove us which one is the best if for enterprise Java. And if There's a question, what are the benefits of spreading? Maybe some of these can explain to you a little bit. For example, for e-commerce web, e-commerce website use the Spring framework to build the application. Yeah. For example, for online shop, many kinds of online shop are using the Spring framework to build the application. And then for process data demonstrated, these applications can solve web application. Can say to you that many of them right now are used the Spring framework to build the application. When it is it can be in the form of mobile applications. And then the Fit app, I think Fit app is one of the types of applications that is built by people, yeah, maybe organizations with the company. For example, in Indonesia, in my country, Fit app is the number of Fit app is rising from year to year. For example, right now there is associated with brand applications and also in worship there is provider. Pay is like money or e-wallet for project, and then any other app like software and so on. Many of them use the Spring framework to build the application. So you can imagine how this huge percentage of the Spring framework for the people in the world right now. And this is very famous application. Let's I think most of us are have experience on watching the training television, namely Netflix. Netflix is very famous application. And then streaming TV and some of the channels from Netflix say that originally Netflix created a famous field in called, and he's proud to say that the platform almost entirely upon the Spring. So it means Netflix also uses Spring framework to build their application. So yeah, for all of us who usually watch movie, television series or movie from Netflix, so we only use the advantages of the Spring framework because Netflix is built by using the Spring framework. Okay. Another thing, I have a question. Whether the Spring framework is also usable to build the application intelligence. And the answer is yes. Spring framework can be used to build an artificial intelligence application. And as a part of artificial intelligence, there is machine learning. Machine learning applications, maybe some of these recent example can be example of artificial intelligence, particularly machine learning applications. For example, speech and image processing and recognition, financial strategy, or architecture, translation, and predictions, and many more. Okay, in this page, I view that technical and also financial applications. And the previous one, I also told you that the fintech hub is also a part of the application using Spring framework. But I'm not going into deep explanation for artificial intelligence or financial that is related to the particular material that are after this presentation. So I just explain to you a little bit, mention to you a little bit that there is artificial intelligence and also financial applications that use Spring framework, but I'm not going to give explanation for artificial intelligence and financial aspect. Okay. Now to go on to machine learning, we will hear deep learning. Deep learning is the authentic way by company to train the algorithm. In this picture, in the picture of notebook, there are some deep learning frameworks that mostly used by people or visual in the field, you can see that deep learning is used in machine learning, and machine learning is a part of artificial intelligence. And the next example is the object detection error. Maybe most of us have already used application like this, yeah, for the application like in the camera, and camera sometimes has the features that each of us, yeah, by detecting our face. That is the example of object detection error, and that and then this kind of application can be built by using the Spring framework as well. The next one, what is the benefit of using Spring? Let's make a little bit conclusion in front that Spring can make simple, modern, and also productive. Yeah, simple because it is very lightweight. Yeah, Spring is beneficial for developing and deploying applications on computer with limited memory and also CPU resources that are limited as well. And then accessibility, it means easy to test. Yeah, testing an application data in with Spring is very simple because environment dependent on smooth things is framework. And the next one is web MCP. MCP stands for model, view, and controller. Spring Web Framework is a well-designed web MCP framework which provides a great alternative, yeah, with alternative to web framework. And then the next one, integration with application framework. So it means the Spring framework can be integrated with any with so many existing frameworks like framework, yeah, and then port and framework and logging and Java and that also can be integrated in this framework as well. The next one, still in the benefit of using Spring. In this part, I can make a conclusion a little bit that Spring makes programming Java bigger, easier, and better for everyone. I can say Spring is everywhere because Spring library are trusted by the developers all over the world. Spring there is reliable and transparency, our users every day, whether that is for creating PC application, for connected cards, for online shopping applications, and so on. And there are some pigments that has correlation with Spring Framework. Spring also has solution from all the big banks in that, for example, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Alibaba, and other big banks. And this big bank, in fact, has some related and solution, yeah, uh, a relation with the Spring Framework. Whether the Spring use the feature or library from this big banks or Spring Framework. Yeah. Okay. The next one. Spring is fast. Spring is fast because Spring fast to start up application maybe not. And Spring is secure because it is already proven. It has proven track record of dealing with security issues, yeah, quickly and responsibly. Okay, the next one, Spring is supportive. Supportive, we can say Spring is supportive because uh, Spring community is very huge, yeah, and the most global, universe, and transform of all ages. So you can search many community of Spring framework and web. What Spring can do? Spring can do the microservice. What is microservice? Microservice is a modern approach to software where the application code can be delivered in small, manageable pieces independent of others. So if we don't use microservice front, maybe we have the code, yeah, code of programming in a uh, in a huge number, yeah. But by using the microservice method, of course, we can break down all this huge code, yeah, into the small parts, manageable pieces. Small parts, small parts. That is we can say about the microservices. And then flow. If we say about the process, it means dealing with issues like collisions, logging, connecting to big services. Spring can do because habit. And then Spring can do like can do simplify in the past, yeah, to make the past secure, responsive web application connected to the data store. And then the next one is even driven. It means Spring can be integrated to your enterprise application as on the for example, they use in Netflix as previously mentioned by me. It is one of the tests of this even driven, I think, because we can do the streaming data in real time. And then the next one is batch. It means it can be the automatic task, yeah, offline processing of data at the time to shoot me. Spring ecosystem. What is this? What is it? Spring ecosystem is the ecosystem uh, from Spring, in which under this ecosystem there are some kind of projects like Spring Boot, Spring Code, Spring Data, Spring Mobile, and many more. But I'm going to explain to you a little bit about all kinds of Spring projects here. The first one is Spring Boot. Spring define the Spring project that takes about implementing new of building Spring applications that gets you up and running as quickly as possible. I will give more explanation a little bit about this Spring Boot later in the next video. Spring Boot. Spring Boot provides a set of tools for patterns in distributed systems useful for building and deploying microservices. Yeah, microservice is much that I've already mentioned to you before. And the Spring Data means Spring provides a consistent source data whether it is relational or non-relational. And Spring Mobile is very useful for the mobile development because it simplifies the development of mobile apps, simplifies detection, and progressive rendering options. Those projects are under the Spring framework. This page is telling us about the comparison between Spring MPT and Spring Boot. Actually, the difference between the two. Spring MPT, like I said to you in the previous slide, MPT stands for Model View Controller. It means this framework that is used to build the web applications follows the model, view, and controller. That is like the front and controller will render the model. Yeah, the front controller will render the model of information of to view template, and this view template will show the model to user through the front controller. So these three things can be cooperation in working in the Spring MVC web application. And the next one is Spring Boot. Spring Boot is a module for Spring framework. So if you want to make an application by using Spring framework, but with much more simpler, you can use this Spring Boot. Spring Boot requires no configuration. It is used to create production-ready applications with zero XML configurations in your project. Okay. If there's a question, what is the general prerequisite to start making an application by using Spring Framework, I can answer that you need to first good, having good understanding of Java programming, and then the next one is having basic understanding of Eclipse IDE. Actually, for building the application using Spring Framework, it is not mandatory to use it by using Eclipse IDE. There is another IDE, for example, IntelliJ, yeah. But for me, it's common for me to use Eclipse of other IDE. Okay. Do you want to start Spring? Demo the use of Spring Framework. Okay. I've already mentioned to you before that if you want to build an application by using Spring Framework, yeah, and you need Eclipse IDE, yeah, this IDE can be obtained by getting the installer first from this website. Let's type Eclipse www.eclipse.com, and there's the button of download of the Eclipse. Sorry. It will tell you Eclipse.org. So there is a button of download here. Click that button, and you will get the installer of the Eclipse IDE. Just click that installer and follow the steps that will to install the Eclipse. And assume Eclipse is already installed in your computer. What's next? We usually use to set an environment variable, yeah, one or more environment variable in our fund before we start the project in Eclipse. If you want to put it, just type M in your computer, and you will see there is a specific environment variable. Just click that, then click environment variable and put anything you need to support the building making the project in Eclipse. For example, for me, I need to write the project or Spring Framework letter by using Java application. That's why I put here the JDK. I give the name of variable Java home, and then the value is the path where the JDK is put over there. And then click OK. Assume we've already finished to put any variable in the environment variable setting. And then the next one is okay, here I should go to Spring Initializer. You can type in Google Spring Initializer. Spring Initializer. I need to build an application by using Springboard. Yes, as I said to you before, that Springboard is the framework that is very useful because it can make us different in the Springboard application. Okay, here in the left side there is option whether we will use Maple project or Gradle project. I choose Maple project, and then language is Java programming language, and I choose the Springboard, the version 2.3.9, and this is we have to fill the name of the group of the package. Let's say that's just as it is from the example. And then for artifact is like a file, yeah, a file that is usually in the form of jar file, yeah. This is the file that gets employed or deployed into my file repository. And let's make a name of the project. Let's say the name of the project is demo, and the description of the project just write as you want. For example, demo project for Springboard in the seminar. And then the page name, example demo, let's leave it as it is. And then packaging is just in the form of just, and I need to use Java with a Java 8. And in the right side, there is a dependencies. Here, we can search, we can check which dependency that we will to use to build the application of Spring Framework. Let's say I need Spring Web because I'd like to build a Spring Web application. If we don't use the Spring Initializer, we can still we still we are still able to add dependencies by using Eclipse, yeah, but it requires us to download or take one by keep a simplicity to make the package of all these into a table. Then the next one is just click the button generate to generate the package for all of these that we've already built and need in the making of Spring Backlog application. And the next one is open your Eclipse IDE. So this is the view of Eclipse IDE. Yeah. Let's assume that we've already import the Spring Initializer package into this one. If you don't do that yet, just click like this, right click, and then for, and then choose the existing method project. Yeah, because we've already choose in the Spring Initializer before that we will use Spring existing method project next, and come here, just click, and then next or choose to finish. And the project of Spring Initializers for sure is already here in the project explorer. Okay. In this hierarchy, of directory, there is main application, main class, and of this class is demo application. In this demo application, I've already written a little bit additional code. Class hero, it means for the URL of web application method that we will call, we should write class hello in the endpoint of the URL. And by this simple code, and by typing hello and then enter, we will get the string is appearing in our browser. This is the expectation of our web application by writing this code. Okay, how do we run for this application? Okay, the next step to run this application, you need to open TMP or command prompt. Just type TMP in your computer. TMP command prompt, and then here by default we are in the type C, and we need to go to the we need to go to the directory where the Springboard is project. Well, I'm sorry, there where the project of Spring is over there. Okay, okay. Let's type in PG and the path, and then type Mason Springboard run. Enter. By typing this and enter, you will see the program is compiling and run. It is running as well. And field pilot. Yeah, because in the previous one, I ran the same program with same port. So one, yeah, the port of the program should be unique, not be used by any other program. Okay, just write again. For the computer, I need to run this one first before I close my presentation material. Nothing W spring move run. Okay. Okay, so already compiling it run, and then you need to call the URL to just type in your browser, yeah. Open your browser and type like localhost. I use the port 80, 90 and flat below. Nah, sorry, I use the local computer to build to run this application. So the URL is localhost. If it's already in the cloud, yeah, it is doesn't it is not the case again because we can use like uh, www something, yeah, for example www at waiting.com and then the below. Okay, because we are running this program in our computer locally or localhost 8090 that's below and this string is appearing here. What about this one? For example, hello, yes, and then name equal digit because it results in different. Okay, I think that's enough for this explanation of Spring Framework and its demo. Okay, thank you very much for the given time. I give the time again back to our moderator, Mr. Piano. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the private explanation about Spring framework. Before we go to the Q&A session, allow me to summarize that nowadays Spring is the most popular application development framework for enterprise Java. It can be used to build many kinds of applications easier and simpler, such as for web applications, fintech, apps, and even for artificial intelligence applications. I'd like to remind you that you can ask questions through the link that is running below the picture. Okay, allow me to read the question. The first question is that ask your personal preferred way more effective between Spring and Java.
Okay, thank you for the given point. It is not equal to be compared to Apple because Java is but Spring is a framework, so it's different. But if you mean that in this case Java so and then compare it to the answer is Spring is much more simpler and easier to write the code for Java programming language. Yeah, in the last years, mostly I use Spring instead of Java Enterprise Editions to build the application. For me, I have experience in writing code together with my colleagues to build the application in web applications for application. far, I use Spring Framework to bake and submit for the mobile site, not for the site where the user press here in the mobile phone, not like that, but using Spring Framework by for mobile development means to build the back end, the back end of the mobile application, which is not team is that. I hope you understand what I. Okay. Is there any question again? So,
All right, we come to the next question. It's from Suryadi from Banyumas, Indonesia. On the presentation, you said that Spring supports the event-driven architecture and how to connect it with message broker, for example, RabbitMQ. Is there some sort of adapter for do that?
thank you very much for the question. Honestly, I've never make a research about the rabbit MT before, but it's related to message broker. Uh, yeah, I think Spring Framework can be used to support the usage of the message broker application. And if there's a question, if there's some sort of adapter or do that, I'm sorry, I'm still not having much more information or researching about that. So it's better for us like learn together after this because we can quickly, we can learn together about it. Thank you very much for the question. I think Spring Framework can be used in any application, including the message for.
Okay. I think this is for the last question from Brion. Yeah. How far Spring can integrate of web app to bring cloud service?
Okay, you can build web applications by using Spring, and then you can integrate it to cloud service like Amazon, other other cloud services. But for me, so far, uh, I still have not experienced it to build applications that putting the applications into the cloud services like Amazon. But mostly in the most companies, most companies for modern companies right now, they are trying to build applications that is related to what services like Amazon that I can to you. And yeah, that's good interesting to learn more about that.
Thank you very much, Ms. Alfi. I think this is the end of the second session. Let's give a clap to Ms. Alfi. And let's have a photo session. A photo, maybe. You can get the picture. One, two, three. Thank you so much for Ms. Alfi. We come to the third section of today's conference. We have Mrs. Novita Setiandi, STMIK from SW Indonesia that will present about financial resource in digital marketing. Before we start, allow me to read the CV. He obtained the Bachelor degree of Economics from Tian Lontoro University in 2011 and got a Master of Accounting and at Technical University in 2017. He has accounting profession education at this question. Now, this is as a deputy chairman for General Financial and Security in SAE, and he is the CEO of IC Microsoft from 2019 till now. Without further ado, let's welcome our first speaker, Mrs. Novika Supriyanti. The floor is yours now.
Thank you, Mr. Sripuniko, moderator, for this time speaking to me. I say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of the SWU Seminar International in this time. I hope all of you have been a happy and healthy condition. Nice to meet you. This time, let me introduce myself. Maybe a short introduction for me. My name is Novita Sriyanti. You can call me Novita or in the SWU. I always call it Novita. Who in here is same with Miss. And I got a degree from Universitas Yerusalem Semarang. Next, I have got a master accounting from Diponegoro University. And now I live in Purwokerto, Central Java, Indonesia. And I am a lecturer and also a vice rector in WIDYA. Sure. Okay. This time I will talk about financial reporting for digital marketing. And the core of this material is how we manage our new business in digital marketing and how we report and adapt on your money, your money in the business. And in the different time, maybe you can contact me in email. You can leave this. Okay. I think introduce myself is short is enough, and the next we will come in material. And of course, we must, as you know, financial management is an activity of planning, budgeting, checking, managing, controlling, searching, and storing funds on by
I apologize to Mrs. Novita. That is a technical problem that is using the operator. I'd like to inform to our participants uh, if you want to know further about the information of webinar or webinar service, please visit the website of team.swu.ac.id.
Okay, I'm sorry for the technician problems. Thank you. Moderator, I will continue my first question. Yes, I will continue about financial management. Yes, every businessman, you must know what is financial management is do in your business. Financial management is an activity of planning, budgeting, checking, managing, controlling, searching, storing funds of the organization of company. So many things the financial management is only the activity of men. Okay. In fact, financial management is very important for the sustainability of business. Of course, in business, everything is used management financial because when you get income and you 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 do a cost, you must report in your financial report. Next, about financial management in the other definition is a company regulates some activities or activities related to how to obtain working capital funding, use and allocate funds and manage assets of the company to achieve company goals. This is our definition. And next, we can say of theory needed. This is by Abraham Maslow, psychology, and his work. He study about human needs, and there is five five theory of needs from Abraham Maslow. The first is everyone needs a psychological. The second is for security, social ownership, needs for self-respect, and the top is need for self-actualization. And you can see from the picture here, there is a triangle. There's a triangle, and from here you can see the basic needs that human always do, always need is psychological needs. For example, who 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 don't want food, who don't want water, and I think all of you is needed everything in the psychological needs. Like every morning, every evening, you need food, water, warmth, and breakfast. This it's called psychological needs. And the top of the triangle is self-actualization. This is when you have or when you complete your needs activity, you will on the top needed. Okay, upon the you can this you can see this when a need is met, it start from the basic needs. When your needs is met, other needs will arise, which are in bottom hierarchy. If the physical needs have been satisfied, safety or security is a need that then arise. This need is basically the need to be free from both physical fear and deprivation basic psychology. In other words, it's a need for self-care. Yes, everyone, after they can complete their basic and their basic needs